The casting process for the 1967 TV series, The Invaders, was a careful selection of talented actors who could bring the required depth and intensity to their roles. The show's creator, Larry Cohen, was involved in the casting process, ensuring that each character was perfectly cast. Roy Fiennes, who played the lead role of David Vincent, was chosen for his ability to convey a sense of Everman vulnerability, making the audience believe that aliens could indeed be among us. Finn's audition demonstrated his capacity to portray fear and determination, crucial for a character who constantly battles the unbelievable. Edward Binns, who played the series' recurring character, General Henry Rudolph, was a seasoned actor known for his work in films like 12 Angry Men. His casting brought credibility and a sense of authority to his role, which was pivotal in moving the plot forward. The casting of Diana Hyland as David Vincent's love interest, Edith Collins, was a strategic decision. Hyland's charm and vulnerability made her a perfect fit for the role, and her chemistry with Fiennes was undeniable, adding a layer of humanity to the otherwise eerie series. Kevin McCarthy, who played the role of a fellow invader, Dan Flagg, was already a well-known face in the sci-fi genre, thanks to his role in the 1956 film Invasion of the Body Snatchers. His casting brought a sense of familiarity and credibility to the show. The casting process for The Invaders was a meticulous task, with each actor's audition, chemistry test, and past experiences playing a crucial role in their selection. The result was a compelling series that kept viewers on the edge of their seats, wondering if the invaders were truly among us.
Jerry, will you excuse us a minute?
The Invaders, a 1967 TV series, was brought to life by director Larry Cohen, known for his unique directorial vision. Cohen's approach was characterized by a strong focus on suspense and paranoia, which he effectively used to convey the show's theme of an alien invasion. He was influenced by the science fiction films of the 1950s era and drew inspiration from the political climate of the 1960s, incorporating elements of Cold War-era anxiety into the series. Cohen's style was distinct, often employing long takes and minimal special effects to create a sense of realism. He worked closely with the cast and crew, encouraging improvisation and collaboration to bring out the best in his actors. For instance, he had a close working relationship with leading actor Roy Fiennes, who played the role of David Vincent, and together they developed the character's arc throughout the series. Cohen's creative influences extended beyond science fiction. He was a fan of film noir and often incorporated elements of this genre into his work. This is evident in The Invaders' use of shadow and light, as well as its emphasis on moral ambiguity. In terms of collaboration, Cohen was known for his hands-on approach. He was involved in all aspects of production, from script writing to set design. This allowed him to maintain a consistent vision for the series and ensured that every element contributed to the overall narrative. In summary, Larry Cohen's directorial vision for The Invaders was characterized by a focus on suspense, paranoia, and realism. His creative influences were diverse, ranging from science fiction films to film noir. He had a collaborative approach to directing, working closely with the cast and crew to bring his vision to life.
Jimmy, what are you doing around so late?
The Invaders, a 1967 TV series, features the classic Hollywood actor Roy Fiennes as a man fighting against an alien invasion. This show has become an everlasting symbol of the industry due to its unique storyline and high-quality production. Many funny, shocking, and sad facts about this series will be revealed in this video, so keep watching! Do you have a favorite episode or character from The Invaders? Perhaps a most cherished memory or personal experience related to this TV series? We would love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. Our favorite character in The Invaders is Roy Fiennes' character, David Vincent, who bravely fights against the aliens. His determination and courage make him a standout character that resonates with audiences even today. The Invaders' enduring qualities include its innovative storytelling, impressive special effects, and thought-provoking themes. It has transcended its time period and remains a captivating series that continues to intrigue audiences. So, don't forget to share your memories and thoughts about The Invaders in the comments below. We can't wait to hear from you. The Invaders, the 1967 TV series, was known for its unique set design and locations. The show's main setting was a rural town, which was brought to life on sound stages in California. The production team paid meticulous attention to detail when creating the town, ensuring that every building, street, and even the tiniest prop reflected the show's 1960s setting. One of the most innovative aspects of the production was the use of chroma key, a technique that allowed the creators to superimpose images of alien spaceships into live-action scenes. This technology, still widely used today, enabled the team to create a more believable and immersive viewing experience. However, filming The Invaders was not without its challenges. The production faced logistical issues, such as coordinating the schedules of a large cast and crew, and ensuring the continuity of scenes shot on different days. Additionally, the show's ambitious special effects required careful planning and execution to achieve the desired results. Despite these challenges, the production team delivered a compelling and visually striking series that left a lasting impact on science fiction television. The Invaders remains a testament to the ingenuity and dedication of the creators who brought this classic show to life.
Invasion? What foreign power?
I can't tell you that.
What do you mean you can't tell?
I first watched The Invaders in my early teens and was immediately hooked. The show's suspenseful nature had me glued to the screen, yelling at the TV when it was preempted for any reason. The aliens' mysterious glowing tubes were particularly spooky, and I made sure to stay away from anything resembling them. Years later, I received the DVDs as a gift and rewatched every episode. With a fresh perspective, I appreciated the show's campy charm and the over-the-top acting. Despite the aliens' best efforts, the protagonist, David Vincent, always found a way to uncover their plans, leading to their last resort of blowing up the whole operation. I couldn't help but wonder what their boss would say about the failed plan. I imagined him saying, "David who?" That one guy again. "I'll be changed into a toad before I believe your lame story." Doesn't matter what a toad is, look it up. You're fired. Despite its flaws, The Invaders remains a great show that I would watch again any day. Its unique blend of science fiction and suspense keeps viewers on the edge of their seats, even today. The show's impact can be seen in later science fiction shows and movies, making it a must-watch for any fan of the genre.
Back door. Shall I go after him?
Why? Want to get your brother in trouble? This one had it coming anyway.
The Invaders, the 1967 TV series, used music effectively to enhance its narrative and emotional tone. The show's score was primarily the work of composer Dominic Frontier, who was known for his innovative use of electronic music. Frontier's score was a significant part of The Invaders' success. He used a variety of instruments and electronic sounds to create a sense of unease and tension, perfectly complementing the show's theme of alien invasion. The music was often minimalistic, with simple, repetitive motifs that built in intensity as the story unfolded. Frontier's approach was influenced by his background in avant-garde music. He was not afraid to experiment with unconventional sounds and techniques, which gave the Invaders' score a unique and distinctive sound. The soundtrack also featured popular songs from the 1960s, which were used to contrast with the eerie, unsettling tone of the score. These songs provided a sense of normality and familiarity, making the alien invasion feel all the more threatening. Frontier's work on The Invaders was highly regarded by his peers. He won an Emmy for Outstanding Achievement in Music Composition for a series in 1967, recognizing his contribution to the show's success. In an interview, Frontier said, "The music for The Invaders had to be different. It had to create a sense of unease and tension. I think we achieved that, and I'm proud of the work we did on the show." Frontier's score for The Invaders is a testament to his skill as a composer and his ability to use music to enhance a narrative. His work on the show has left a lasting impact on the world of television music.
All right, Vincent.
James T. Callahan, known for his role in the 1967 series The Invaders, continues to appear in the scooter store commercials as of 2008. Michael Rennie, another actor in the series, was a heavy smoker who struggled with respiratory problems. Despite his health issues, he worked on various films, including Mary, and the Battle of El Alamein. His voice was dubbed in these films due to his chronic health problems. Rennie's final film, Assignment Terror, was also affected by his health, as his own voice is not heard on the English language dialogue track. R.G. Armstrong, a fellow actor in The Invaders, had a long-term collaboration with writer-director Sam Peckinpah. After meeting on the set of The Westerner in 1960, Armstrong became a regular in Peckinpah's films. He played various roles, including an outspoken Christian fundamentalist, a minister, and a vicious deputy sheriff. His work with Peckinpah spanned over a decade and included notable films such as Ride the High Country, Major Dundee, and Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid.
The man outside I want you to see, General. I asked him to wait so that I could talk to you.
All right, you've talked.
One of the most iconic scenes in the 1967 TV series The Invaders is from the episode titled The Condemned. In this scene, David Vincent, the show's protagonist, is trapped in a quarantine center with other people who are about to be infected with an alien virus. The direction in this scene is tense and claustrophobic, with the camera often close up on the actors' faces, emphasizing their fear and desperation. The scene is lit dimly, adding to the sense of foreboding and danger. Roy Thenns, who plays David Vincent, gives a powerful performance in this scene. He is determined to escape and warn the world about the impending alien invasion, but he is also aware of the slim chances of success. Thenns portrays Vincent's frustration and determination convincingly, making the character relatable and engaging. The cinematography in this scene is also noteworthy. The use of tight shots and low angles creates a sense of confinement and vulnerability, while the dark lighting adds to the scene's eerie atmosphere. The camera work is fluid and dynamic, following the characters as they move around the quarantine center, creating a sense of urgency and tension. This scene had a significant impact on the audience, as it encapsulates the central theme of the series, the fear of the unknown, and the danger of unchecked power. The Invaders tapped into the cultural anxieties of the time, and this scene, in particular, resonated with viewers who were concerned about the potential dangers of scientific and technological advancements. Unfortunately, there are no available commentaries from the filmmakers or actors regarding this specific scene. However, Thenns has spoken about the show's impact and his experience working on it. In an interview, he said, "The Invaders was a show that really struck a chord with people. It was a time of great social and political upheaval, and the show tapped into the fears and anxieties of the era. Overall, the condemned scene from The Invaders is a powerful example of effective direction, performance, and cinematography. It encapsulates the show's themes and resonates with audiences, making it one of the most iconic scenes in 1960s television." Dabney Coleman, a member of the Phi Delta Theta fraternity from the Texas Beta chapter at the University of Texas, appeared in the 1967 TV series The Invaders. Coleman's co-star, Ross Elliott, had a notable career but faced setbacks. Elliott left his role as Lee Baldwin on the daytime soap opera General Hospital, which was taken over by another actor and lasted for decades, costing him years of steady work. Susan Plachette, another actress in the series, was born to Geraldine Kaplan, a dancer and artist, and Jean Plachette, manager of the Paramount Theater in Brooklyn. As an only child, Plachette's career in the entertainment industry was influenced by her parents' artistic backgrounds. Despite the success of The Invaders, the actors' careers and personal lives were filled with ups and downs, adding depth to their on-screen performances. The 1967 TV series The Invaders had a significant cultural and social impact, particularly in its portrayal of alien invasion and the fear of the unknown. The show resonated with audiences due to its unique take on science fiction, which was still a relatively new genre on television. Its innovative use of special effects and minimalist dialogue added to its appeal, making it stand out from other shows of the time. The Invaders also contributed to discussions on relevant social and cultural themes such as trust and paranoia. The show's protagonist, David Vincent, is constantly met with skepticism and disbelief as he tries to warn others about the impending alien invasion. This theme of distrust and suspicion resonated with audiences during a time of cultural upheaval and social change in the late 1960s. Moreover, The Invaders had a profound impact on pop culture, inspiring numerous other works of science fiction and horror. Its influence can be seen in films, television shows, and books that explore similar themes of alien invasion and paranoia. Overall, The Invaders left a lasting cultural and social impact, not only in its innovative storytelling and portrayal of science fiction, but also in its exploration of relevant social themes and its influence on pop culture.
You and your protege were gonna take this town apart, clean it up, and to heck with the City Hall boys?
Michael Rennie, known for his role in the 1967 TV series The Invaders, had an interesting experience while training as a fighter pilot in the U.S. during World War II. After revealing to his classmates that he was a movie actor, they laughed in disbelief. However, their amusement turned to surprise when they saw Rennie on the big screen in the movie Ships with Wings. Susan Plachette, who also starred in The Invaders, auditioned for notable roles in The Thomas Crown Affair and The Detective, but ultimately did not secure them. William Windom, another cast member, has a unique connection to his hometown of Windom, Minnesota. He purchased a small island in the town for just one errand, naming it after his great-grandfather, a member of Abraham Lincoln's kitchen cabinet. The island is now a wildlife refuge, reflecting Windom's appreciation for nature.
From another planet, here on Earth. I've got to have that proof. It must be found before they can destroy it.
The Invaders, a 1967 TV series, received positive critical reception for its innovative storyline and unique take on the sci-fi genre. The show followed architect David Vincent, played by Roy Thinnes, as he tried to warn a skeptical world about an impending alien invasion. The New York Times praised the series for its consistently high quality and tight, well-knit plots. The show's suspenseful and thought-provoking episodes were also highlighted in reviews by Variety and The Hollywood Reporter. Audiences were captivated by the show's eerie atmosphere and timely themes, with many praising Thinnes' performance as the determined and resourceful protagonist. The Invaders was nominated for 2 Emmy Awards in 1967 Outstanding Dramatic Series and Outstanding Achievement in Cinematography for a Series. While it didn't win in either category, the nominations themselves were a testament to the show's quality and impact. These accolades were significant for those involved in the production of The Invaders, as they helped to establish the show as a standout in the crowded TV landscape of the 1960s. The nominations and positive reviews also helped to solidify Roy Thinnes' reputation as a talented and versatile actor. Overall, The Invaders was a critically acclaimed and popular series that left a lasting impact on the sci-fi genre. Its innovative storytelling and high production values continue to be celebrated by audiences and industry professionals alike.
I can't do that, David. Helping you is one thing, but...
J.D. Cannon, known for his role in The Invaders, passed away just a day before Stephen Elliott. Interestingly, both actors had appeared in the Law and Order episode, The Secret Sheriffs. Cannon's character, Glenn Morley, in The Farmer's Daughter, was also a congressman from Minnesota, just like his great-grandfather, William Windom, who served in both the U.S. House of Representatives and Senate as a Republican from Minnesota. William Windom, who played David Vincent in The Invaders, has a family legacy deeply rooted in American politics. In 2019, The Invaders found a new audience when MediV began airing weekly reruns as part of its Read by Sci-Fi Saturday night schedule. The show's enduring popularity is a testament to its quality and relevance, even after all these years.
Clients down here, what do they do?
Hunting and fishing, I guess.
Where?
The Invaders, a 1967 sci-fi series, was a groundbreaking show with its share of on-set stories. Roy Thinnes, who played the lead role of David Vincent, was once knocked unconscious during a fight scene. The stunt was supposed to be carefully choreographed, but things went awry, and Thinnes ended up in the hospital. This incident, however, didn't deter him from performing his own stunts in the future. The show's creator, Larry Cohen, was known for his meticulous attention to detail. He would often spend hours discussing the plot and character development with the cast and crew. His dedication to the show was evident in the high-quality scripts and the show's overall success. The Invaders was filmed during a time when special effects were still in their infancy. The team had to come up with creative solutions to create the alien invasion scenes. One of the most memorable effects was the disappearing act of the Invaders. This was achieved by filming the scene twice, once with the actor and once without. The two films were then superimposed, creating the illusion of the Invaders disappearing. Despite the challenges, the cast and crew of the Invaders formed a close-knit community. They would often spend their free time together, exploring the filming locations and bonding over shared experiences. The friendships formed on set lasted long after the show's cancellation, with many of the cast and crew remaining in touch to this day. In conclusion, the making of The Invaders was filled with challenges, creativity, and camaraderie. The cast and crew's dedication to the show and their willingness to go the extra mile resulted in a high-quality series that continues to captivate audiences today.
Then it could happen again with you.
No.
Susan Oliver, an actress who honed her craft at the neighborhood playhouse school of the theater, played a significant role in the 1967 TV series The Invaders. In this series, Roy Thinnes portrayed David Vincent, an architect who stumbles upon the arrival of aliens from another planet. The show became a cult classic, leading to other productions centered around the theme of aliens versus Earthlings. David Vincent, the character played by Thinnes, left a lasting impression on the audience. In 2004, TV Guide ranked him 6th in their list of the 25 greatest sci-fi legends. The Washington Post noted that despite The Invaders' short run of 2 seasons, the character of David Vincent continues to resonate with audiences, as evidenced by his inclusion in this prestigious list. The Invaders, a 1967 TV series, holds a significant place in film history due to its innovative approach to science fiction. It presented a new kind of alien invasion story where the aliens were disguised as humans, creating a sense of paranoia and distrust. This concept has since been revisited in various films and TV shows, demonstrating its enduring appeal and influence. The series is known for its tight, suspenseful storytelling and high production values, which were unusual for television at the time. It set a standard for sci-fi television, inspiring future filmmakers to take the medium seriously and push its boundaries. The Invaders has inspired numerous subsequent works, including the 1997 film The Arrival, which shares similar themes of hidden alien invasions and government conspiracies. The series also had a direct impact on The X-Files, which premiered a decade later and often dealt with similar topics of alien encounters and government cover-ups. In addition, The Invaders has been celebrated for its innovative use of visual effects, particularly its depiction of the aliens' true form. This has influenced the way special effects are used in later sci-fi productions, with a focus on practical effects that enhance the story rather than overshadow it. Overall, The Invaders has left a lasting legacy in the world of film and television, influencing the way stories are told, the way special effects are used, and the way we think about the possibility of extraterrestrial life.
That proof they were aliens. When they die here on Earth, their bodies are consumed.
In the 1960s, actress Susan Oliver made a notable impact with her appearances in 2 iconic TV shows, Star Trek and The Fugitive. Interestingly, she was the only guest star to appear in a 2-part episode in both series. In The Invaders, the show's lead actor, Roy Thinnes, revealed that it was intended to be a study in paranoia, focusing on one man's struggle to convince others about an impending danger. Edward Asner, who supplied the voice for key characters in Spider-Man, the animated series, and The Spectacular Spider-Man, also made his mark in The Invaders. His ability to bring life to various roles showcased his versatility as a voice actor, making him a standout in the animation world. In The Invaders, Asner lent his voice to a character named Vincent, a role that further solidified his status as a talented and adaptable actor. Together, Thinnes, Oliver, and Asner created a memorable and engaging TV series that left a lasting impression on audiences of the time and continues to be appreciated by sci-fi enthusiasts today.
I suppose you'll be in the vicinity a few days in case there are any further questions, Mr.
Michael Rennie, known for his role in The Day the Earth Stood Still, had a scene cut that showed his alien character in an emotional state. Edward Asner gained public recognition through his work on The Mary Tyler Moore Show and its spin-off Lou Grant. Susan Oliver, celebrated for her role as Vina in the Star Trek pilot The Cage, even had an action figure released in her honor 3 decades after the show's debut.
Yes. A plane blew up. His own automobile went over a cliff.
Suzanne Plachette and Tom Poston met while working on a Broadway comedy, but didn't marry until over 40 years later. Michael Rennie, known for his friendship with Tyrone Power, appeared in films like The Black Rose Together. In The Invaders, the true form of the aliens remained a mystery, only shown briefly in 2 episodes. The aliens had to periodically regenerate their unstable human forms to survive. In 1963, actress Susan Oliver shared a home with Jim Hutton, but their relationship ended as she pursued her pilot career. Oliver's acting career included a role in the 1967 TV series, The Invaders. Edward Asner, also an Invaders cast member, is known for his portrayal of Santa Claus in various productions, such as Elf and The Story of Santa Claus. Asner's acting career spans over 5 decades, with roles in film, television, and theater. Harold Good, another Invaders actor, made his professional theater debut in 1955, playing Thomas Jefferson in The Common Glory in Williamsburg. Good's career included roles in film, television, and stage, with notable appearances in The Sting and Rhoda.
Only they were stuck bad.
The creation of the 1967 TV series The Invaders can be traced back to Larry Cohen's childhood fascination with the films Invaders from Mars and Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Cohen's series reflects his appreciation for these classic science fiction stories. One of the actors in The Invaders, Lawrence Naismith, had a history of appearing in adaptations of John Wyndham's works. He starred in Village of the Damned, based on Wyndham's novel The Midwich Cuckoos, and Quest for Love, an adaptation of Wyndham's short story Random Quest. Roy Finns, another actor in the series, later co-starred in the movie In the Eyes of Van Gogh as Dr. Theophile Perrin. The film explores the relationships between Van Gogh, Dr. Perrin, Paul Gauguin, and Theo Van Gogh during Van Gogh's stay in an insane asylum. In summary, the cast and creators of The Invaders brought their diverse experiences and influences to the series, creating a unique blend of science fiction and drama.
As long as it takes. Goodbye.
William Windom, known for his role in The Invaders, has been featured twice in Chess Life magazine due to his tournament playing skills and unusual opening moves. He had plans to build a large rook monument made of Nubian marble with his initials, birth year, and the name of a girl he met during World War II. Interestingly, the Irish punk band Stiff Little Fingers took their name from the aliens' distinctive and mobile fingers in the series. On the other hand, Roy Finns, who played the lead role in The Invaders, was replaced by William Devane in Alfred Hitchcock's final film, Family Plot. Finns was initially hired, but Hitchcock later decided to cast Devane, leading to a public confrontation between the two men in a restaurant. Despite this setback, Finns can be seen in some publicity stills from the production.
Sorry I couldn't be of more help.
No, thank you.
Oh, really?
Thank you.
Edward Asner, known for his role in The Mary Tyler Moore Show, was the last original cast member to pass away. Before his television career, Asner was a part of various stage productions. Ross Elliott, an actor in The Invaders, started his career with Orson Welles' Mercury Theater, where he performed in the famed radio program War of the Worlds. Elliott's career spanned over 4 decades, and he appeared in numerous TV shows and films. Joanne Linville, another Invaders cast member, has a notable connection to Star Trek. Her daughter, Amy Rydell, played a Romulan commander in Star Trek Continues, a role her mother had played in the Enterprise incident. Linville's acting career also included appearances in other TV shows and films.
Yes.
Mrs. Gorman? I'd like to talk to you about your husband.
In the 1967 television series, The Invaders, a miniature UFO, was used for flying scenes, optically printed into the sky. A full-size set of landing legs was built for long shots of people approaching the landed saucer. The control room within the saucer was a semi-permanent set, while other areas changed with episodes. Some invaders could be identified by an immobile fourth finger, always sticking out. However, the aliens started correcting this issue, and it became less common as the series progressed. Roy Finns, best known for his role as architect David Vincent in The Invaders, appeared in a 1995 miniseries remake, reprising his original character. His portrayal of Vincent remains a significant contribution to the series' enduring cult status.
Creating these conditions by sending electricity through a mixture of seawater, amino acids, and other compounds we know are in.
Michael Rennie, known for his role in the 1967 series The Invaders, had a lean build but was skilled in various sports during his schooling at the Leys School in Cambridge, England. He excelled in rowing, fencing, cricket, boxing, wrestling, swimming, and even won awards for his fencing and rowing skills. The Invaders featured aliens who could initially be recognized by their mutated fourth finger, but it was later revealed that they didn't have a pulse or heartbeat. They could breathe in atmospheres that would kill a human and didn't need to squint in strong light. However, they were required to regenerate on a regular basis as they couldn't live in Earth's atmosphere for long periods. If they failed to do so, they would revert to their true form and die. These aliens lacked emotions, but there were some who were considered mutants and could feel emotions, making them outcasts. Joanne Linville, another actor in The Invaders, was the first actress to play a female Romulan in the episode The Enterprise Incident in 1968. She was never named and was only referred to as the female Romulan commander, leaving a lasting impression on viewers.
Those notes to find when the ship landed.
6 a.m. and we're all a little tired.
Now, stop playing games with me, I insist.
Michael Rennie, known for his role in The Invaders, had an unusual connection to the Titanic. In 1953, he was the uncredited narrator for the film Titanic, and 13 years later, he played Captain Edward J. Smith in the pilot episode of The Time Tunnel. This episode used footage from the earlier film to depict the time travelers on the ill-fated ship. In Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, a nod to 1960s Hollywood, Sharon Tate passes by a sign promoting The Invaders. William Windom, another actor from The Invaders, was featured in a promotion for The Farmer's Daughter just before ABC News interrupted the program with the news of President John F. Kennedy's assassination on November 22, 1963. Roy Fiennes, the lead actor in The Invaders, found the show's intense filming schedule draining, which led to him having less screen time in the episode The Spores. The series gained significant popularity in France, with fans even donning boiler suits, similar to those worn by the alien invaders, to greet Fiennes at the airport. Frank Black, the lead singer of Pixies, was an avid science fiction fan and particularly fond of The Invaders. His admiration for the show inspired him to write Bad, Wicked World, which contains distinct references to it.
Lloyd?
Suzanne Pleshette, known for her role in The Invaders, once shared a story on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson about turning down a part in Palm Springs Weekend. She was replaced by Stephanie Powers, and Pleshette jokingly claimed that Powers refused to speak to her for years due to the switch. Later, Plechette's refusal to appear in Happy Days pilot led to Tom Bosley taking the role originally intended for Harold Good, who had a prior commitment. Good did, however, originate the Howard Cunningham character in Love, American style. Meanwhile, Roy Fiennes, who played the lead in The Invaders, was once considered for the part of Tom Hagen in The Godfather, before Robert Duvall was cast. These actors' careers illustrate the various paths and opportunities in the world of television and film. Roy Fiennes expressed that the second season of the show was weaker due to the increased number of believers. He believed that the series would have been stronger if it had stuck to the original formula of one man against a disbelieving world. This change in direction may have impacted the show's chances of getting a third season. Additionally, Harold Good appeared in Viagra Falls at the Indian Wells Theater in Palm Springs in December 2006. Suzanne Pleshette announced her engagement to Tom Poston in December 2000. They had co-starred on different versions of the Bob Newhart Show, and Poston had a recurring role in the 1970s version. Pleshette also appeared in the finale of the 1980s version, which is considered one of the best series finales of all time, serving as a segue between the two sitcoms.
Think that I'm responsible. The government wants you to remain undercover. You're the key man.
Joanne Linville, known for her role in the 1967 series The Invaders, co-founded the Stella Adler Academy of Acting and Theater in Los Angeles. Another cast member, Dabney Coleman, was set to star in the film The Glory Road in 1982, but the production went bankrupt and was never completed. Susan Oliver, who also appeared in The Invaders, had a notable experience before her acting career. She survived a terrifying drop in altitude during a transatlantic flight in 1959, which gave her a paralyzing fear of flying. However, she overcame this fear through extensive hypnosis and a newfound passion for personal flying. In 1964, she began training for a private pilot certificate after a motivating evening flight over Los Angeles.
Hello, Diane.
David?
Yes.
Lawrence Naismith, known for his role in The Invaders, passed on his acting talent to his grandson, Woody Naismith. Dominic Frontier's jarring theme music for The Invaders was first used in The Outer Limits in 1964. J.D. Cannon, another Invaders actor, often wore a toupee but didn't in an episode of Remington Steele, where its unexpected appearance helped solve a case.
I bet it.
Suzanne Plachette, known for her role in The Invaders, made career decisions that set her apart. She declined offers for The Dick Van Dyke Show in 1961 and its revival in 1971. Plachette's co-star, Ross Elliott, had a long-standing friendship with William Allen, which began when they were both part of the Mercury Players. This friendship led to Elliott's appearances in 3 of Allen's films: Tarantula, As Young as We Are, and The Lively Set. On the other hand, R.G. Armstrong, another Invaders actor, had a connection to A.M. Leonard through their shared interest in hunting. Their fathers also hunted together, a common practice in Birmingham during those times when hunting was a primary means of obtaining meat. These personal connections and experiences shaped the cast of The Invaders, adding depth to their on-screen performances.
They may be all over this planet. Now I need a witness. Just one witness.
Edward Asner, an accomplished actor, won a 2017 Voice Arts Award for his role in the podcast Powder Burns, where he portrays a cowboy grappling with Alzheimer's disease. Asner also starred in the 1967 series The Invaders, and its 1995 remake, where he played a character named David Vincent Roman II. James T. Callahan, another seasoned actor, is best known for his role as Mr. Powell in the 80s sitcom Charles in Charge. Despite playing a proud Navy man on the show, Callahan served in the Army. His acting career spans back to the early 1960s, and he has made hundreds of appearances in various productions.
That hospital 1 hour ago, and he was alive and healthy. Got any other problems, Mr. Vincent?
Edward Asner and Gavin MacLeod, both known for their work on The Mary Tyler Moore Show, passed away in 2021 at ages 91 and 90, respectively. Just before MacLeod's death, Suzanne Plachette, who starred in The Invaders, had a brief romance with David Jansen, her co-star from The Fugitive, during his marital issues. Asner and Plachette's castmate, Ford Rennie, had unique hobbies in his later years. He kept bees at his Malibu ranch, used solar heaters, and bred birds, even winning trophies from Southern California competitions at age 90.
Technical reasons. There's a man outside I want you to see, General. I asked him to wait so that I could talk to you. All right, you've talked.
In the 3rd episode of The Invaders, viewers were introduced to a unique effect aliens disappearing after glowing red. This science fiction series wasn't the only notable credit for its actors. Ross Elliott, who appeared in the show, had earlier roles in films like The Burning Cross and Storm Warning, where he portrayed a Klansman. Dabney Coleman, another actor in The Invaders, is best known for his leading role in The Guardian. His career spans over 5 decades, with various notable roles in television and film.
Vincent guy won't bother you anymore, honey.
Edward Asner is known for his portrayal of Lou Grant in various series, making him, and Yuzo Aduba, the only 2 actors to win Emmys in both drama and comedy categories for the same character. Asner's character, Lou Grant, appeared in The Mary Tyler Moore Show, Rhoda, Lou Grant, and even Roseanne. William Windom, who played David Kane in The Invaders, had an interesting connection to Margaret Hamilton, known for her role as the Wicked Witch in The Wizard of Oz. As a child, Windom was in Hamilton's kindergarten class until she expelled him for being too rowdy. She then promoted him to 1st grade, and many years later, they reunited while working on a pilot for Is There a Doctor in the House? The Invaders wasn't the only series where Asner demonstrated his ability to maintain consistency in his roles. His character, Lou Grant, is the only character he has played in 4 different series, showcasing his remarkable range and commitment to his craft.
For the first time, I am.
Suzanne Plachette and Edward Asner are 2 notable figures in the television industry. Plachette made history as the first female guest host of The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, and she also shared the screen with Veronica Cartwright in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds and on Will and Grace, where they both played the roles of mothers. Asner is particularly remarkable for being the first performer to win Emmy Awards for acting across all three genres: comedy, drama, and limited series or TV movie. He shares this distinction with only two other actors, Cloris Leachman and Yuso Aduba. These accomplishments demonstrate the diverse talents and contributions of both Plachette and Asner to the world of television.
David, will I see you again?
In the 1967 TV series The Invaders, you may notice a familiar face in Susan Oliver, who played characters sharing similar names, Tina and Vina, both imprisoned with Earthlings in different episodes. William Woodson, known for his narration in other Quinn Martin productions, also provided the narration for this series. His voice set the tone and atmosphere for the show's intense and mysterious encounters.
Safe and sound, nobody even looked twice at it. Your enemy agents must have stepped off on the wrong planet.
In the 1967 TV series The Invaders, a shocking and tragic piece of trivia is associated with actor Roy Thins, who played the lead role of David Vincent. Before his casting, Thins' wife and young daughter were killed in a car accident. This personal tragedy added a layer of depth to his portrayal of Vincent, a man fighting against an alien invasion while dealing with his own grief and trauma. The series, though not a commercial success, has since gained a cult following and is remembered for its innovative storytelling and Thins' compelling performance.
I think we ought to call the police.
Well, not these police. Some of them are aliens.
I can't hear you.
If you have memories of watching The Invaders from 1967, we'd love to hear them. Share your experiences and thoughts about this classic series. How did it affect you personally? Did it influence your perspective on cinema? By engaging with likes, shares, and subscriptions, you'll help us continue our exploration of the cinematic universe. Let's reminisce and appreciate the impact of The Invaders together.
Stupidity does.
What would you have had us do, Mr. Vicar?
Nothing. Nobody would have believed.